If you sometimes find yourself procrastinating, maybe a bit more than sometimes, and you wonder, why do I keep doing this to myself and what can I do about it, then this video is for you. Today I'm sharing 3 of the reasons why you and I procrastinate and what to do about each. Hi, I'm Munna. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you get notified every time I release a new video. Let's get right into it with reason number 1, and it's that you think you're procrastinating, but you're not. And the way I want to explain this point is through a story of one of the clients that I worked with a few years ago. He came to me with a presenting problem that he is procrastinating on the things that he needs to do to achieve one of his goals, which was to get a promotion and to move from his office with the company that he was working with to another one of their offices. So through our discussions and our time together, what we found through this exercise, which I'm going to ask you to do as well later on, I asked him to write down why he doesn't want this promotion, why he doesn't want to move to that country that he wanted to move to. So he looked at me funny and he was like, what do you mean? I'm coming to you because that's what I want. I want to get this promotion and I'm not doing the things that I need to be doing. So he was looking for practical tools, practical strategies to stop procrastinating. I explained to him that I just want him to play with it. Let's just play. And I gave him 5 minutes to write down the reasons why he does not want this promotion. In those 5 minutes, a whole page of bullet points and reasons was written down. He looked at me when he was done with this 1-pager and he said, oh my God, I didn't realize that there are all of these reasons that I don't want this promotion. So of course, I hope you're getting the point here. What we found out is that on the surface, with the conscious mind, he wanted this promotion. But underneath the surface, in the subconscious mind, which controls 95% of our lives and 95% of our behaviors, underneath all of that, he found that he actually didn't want that thing that he was supposedly procrastinating towards achieving. Now his story changes because we were able to redefine what this promotion might mean and this move might mean, and eventually procrastination stopped because now he really actually wanted what his conscious mind wanted was the same thing that his subconscious mind wanted. So for you, I want you to journal the same thing. The thing that came to mind when you were thinking, yeah, I do procrastinate, I've been doing that. I want you to write that down. And I want you to ask yourself, why do I not want to achieve this thing? What part of me doesn't want this to be done and to be achieved? You'll be surprised by what might come up. You may think that you're procrastinating or that you're being lazy like my client thought, but the truth is most of the time you're going to find that it's either fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of success even. There's so many other reasons why we procrastinate on the things that we think we want to do, but it's easier to say we're lazy or easier to say we're procrastinating than to dig deeper and find where that issue is from the root. Does this mean that everything that you're procrastinating on are things that you don't want to do? No, probably not. But you won't find out until you start digging a little bit deeper. And I'd love to hear from you actually. Can you leave a comment below and let me know what came up for you? Was there any sort of aha there, any sort of epiphany? Because I know for me, when I understood this, it was a big thing for me. So I'd love to hear how this resonated with you. Now on to reason number 2, and I'm guilty of that, and it's that we expect things to be perfect. And I hate to break it to you, it's never perfect, it's never going to be perfect, it's never going to be done. I recently finished a launch. I was selling a course, an online course, and there was so much procrastination happening there because I never felt that it was done. I kept thinking, I can do better than that. The sales page can be better than that. The sales copy can be better than that. The videos can be better than that. Everything could be better. But here's the truth. Yes, everything can be better. Everything can be improved. But if we keep waiting for things to be perfect, then we're never gonna launch. We're never actually gonna do the thing, finish the thing, because it will always feel like it's not finished. So my invitation to you today and my reminder to myself is stop chasing perfectionism. It doesn't exist. It's arbitrary. It's not even, I don't know how to explain it. It's an illusion, a delusion that we're all striving towards. Who says this is perfect and this is not? So what we're gonna learn starting today is good enough is good enough. I launched my course. The clients are loving the course. I'm receiving amazing feedback about the course, and no one said, oh, in that video, you said this and you made that mistake. Oh, I don't love the color of the course, because it's about the value that you're giving. It's not about it being perfect. Perfectionism almost stopped me today from doing this video because I got so frustrated with how the microphones look. I couldn't figure out how to put them on both sides, and my hair keeps touching the microphone. It's a whole thing, silly thing, imperfect thing. And I decided, since this is one of the reasons that I'm giving you, I might as well practice what I preach. And even if it's not perfect, even if it looks a little bit funny, I'm gonna post this video and share it with you. And hopefully what you're learning is much more important than what you're seeing on my t-shirt. Reason number 3, and it's a big one, and it's that you're waiting for motivation to just show up. So you procrastinate because you're not feeling motivated, and you're waiting for motivation to just come, or you watch videos like these, maybe you're procrastinating right now, or you find something else to do that seems reasonable, that seems productive, so that you don't do the thing that you actually need to do because you're waiting to feel motivated. But here's the cool thing about motivation. Honestly, if you get this, everything can change when it comes to getting things done. And it is that we think that we need to be motivated in order to take action. I mean, makes sense, right? Logically, yeah, when I feel motivated to run, then I'll run. When I feel motivated to write that blog, then I'll write that blog. When I feel motivated to do X, then I'll do X. But the truth is, motivation is a fleeting thing. And if we keep depending on motivation coming whenever it feels like coming, you know, like it just happens, inspiration happens, motivation happens, but it's not consistent, it's not something that we can actually depend on. But what's cool is that the formula is actually flipped. It's not motivation that leads to action. It's action, taking action makes us feel more motivated to take more action. So it's the other way around. We think I need to be motivated to do this, but if you actually take a small step, a small tiny step towards doing this, you're gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna feel like you kept a promise to yourself. You're building that self-trust, and that motivates you to do more. And then when you do more, that fuels and drives your motivation even more. Does that make sense? It's not motivation that leads to action, it's action that leads to motivation, and then the cycle continues. And if you feel that you're always rushed, that you don't have time to do much, I totally understand that. I've been there before, and I've learned many simple ways to free my time up a little bit so I can have time to think and time to be and time not to be rushing and running all of the time. And I'm sharing those with you in a free masterclass that you can download from the link underneath this video. And it will literally, once you apply just one of the 5 things that I'm sharing, I promise you, you will save hours every single week. There's such simple tools and tips that initially I didn't think they were that important, but honestly for me, they have changed so much about my time and my time management, so I hope you enjoy them too. Download them from the link underneath this video. And since you're here, why don't you just walk around my channel and look at different videos? Maybe you'll enjoy some of the topics that we're talking about. It's all about personal development, motivation, inspiration, some practical tips and tools, and I really hope you enjoy these things. I mean, you must if you're still here until now. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you giving me your time, and I'll see you in the next video.